Hello and welcome back to another video on Unpack Technologies. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use split screen on your macOS device. Following this process will allow you to split two windows side by side on your Mac, allowing for boosted productivity and a better workflow. It's a pretty simple process, so let's get straight into it. Alright, so this is a pretty simple process today, but what this allows you to do is grab two windows and go into full screen mode with them in split screen. So what you're going to do is open up a couple of applications that you want to use. In this case, I might use Safari and Notes. And we'll just go to a random note here from a previous video. Now, what we can do is you can see that currently if we go back into Safari, it is taking up the whole screen. But what you can do is hover over the green button up in the controls section, and when you hover over it, it gives you three options here. It gives you enter full screen, tile window to left of screen, or tile window to right of screen. So enter full screen is doing the same thing as what would happen if you just click the button. But let's say we want to tile it to the left of the screen. We can click that and then it enters full screen mode and tiles it to the left half of the screen. Then it gives you an option of what you can tile to the right. And you can see here that I've got my notes page open. If I had other apps open, they would show up here as well. And then I can just click on that and it tiles that to the right hand side of the screen. You can then see that I can use both of these applications nice and simply here, and it all works really nicely. So that's one way that you can sort of split the screen here. And then what you can do is if you feel like you need more room on one screen than the other, you can see there's this black bar down the middle here, and you can drag it side to side and it allows you to resize the window. So let's say you wanted more for Safari and you only needed a smaller notes window, you can do it like that, and then you've got the bigger zone here for Safari and then just a smaller zone here for Note, or you could do the opposite and do it like that. It's really up to you. Now, if you go to the top, you've also got your menu bar again. So currently I'm selected on Notes, so it's going to show the options for Notes. But if I click on Safari, it will then show the options for Safari up in the menu bar. And if at any time you want to get out of this, you just have to click the green button again. It does give you a few other options. You can click Replace Tiled Window, so you could replace it with another application. You can move the window to the desktop, or you can just make the window full screen. So if we just click out of it, you can see it goes away. Now you do have to be careful here because the other notes window that I had open is still in full screen on another desktop. So if I click on it, it's going to change me to that desktop. So what I need to do is go back up and then also exit out of full screen on there, just so that you don't lose the window. And as you can see, this works on many different apps. So we could go to documents here, do the same thing, make it full screen, and then so I had to tile it first. So let's go into the tiling settings. We can tile it to the left of the screen. Now we've got two options here, and we could select Safari and tile it to the right. And once again, you can resize like normal, and at any time you can go and replace the tiled window. So we could replace Safari with Notes, for example, and anything like that. It all works really nicely. And then you can make sure that you close out of it at the end. So yeah, that's a really simple process on how to use split screen multitasking on your Mac. Hopefully this was helpful and you've had some great success in using this, and it's really helping to boost your productivity while using your Mac computer. I have made videos in the past on how to manage window management on your macOS device. And there are some third-party options that you can use, such as an app called Tiles, which will also make this all a little bit easier as well if you're not happy with the default macOS window management options. It's also worth noting that macOS Sequoia, the next version of macOS, which is launching in around September of this year, that also includes new macOS multitasking options, so you can snap the windows to the side and it will snap to a grid, a bit like what it does on Windows. So that's a new feature built right into macOS Sequoia. So if you'd like me to make a video on that once it launches to the public, I'm more than happy to make that if you'd like to see that. So just let me know in the comments below. But with that, thanks for watching this video on Unpack Technologies. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video.